Aloha everyone. Friday was a very unusual day thanks to the Russell reconstitution. The Nasdaq had its heaviest volume since last year on the Brexit event, which was actually about a full year ago. So it's very interesting that all of that happened to happen. The Russell 2000 led on the session on Friday, so that's a good session. If you look at this chart right here, that looks great now. If this Russell 2000 index can round out here with this 50 and 200-day moving average converging, I would like to see another measured move similar to the one here in November. We'll see if it happens. It's not guaranteed. Stock market can do anything. So if you're not ready for maybe another day like this, or maybe a month like this, then you're just fooling yourselves. There's no guarantee ever that the market has to ever do anything you think or expect it to do. Always be ready for anything. Now I say all this because all of these bullish signals that I'm getting lately is an indication to me that this index is probably telling me the truth, that the Russell 2000 and NASDAQ do want to go higher. I mean, these are some pretty bullish looking indexes, but still, like I said, anything can happen. But what happened on Friday was quite unique. I ended up flagging tons, an absolute insane amount of stocks, over 25 to right around 30 names. And by the end of it, I was left with quite a few long positions, both speculative and quality. So what I want to do is go through all the new long positions, and I'm going to run through them all really quick and just say where I want to get limit, what I'm seeing, and that's it. Now, I trade a near six-figure account. I pay about $1 for every commission. Sometimes it gets up to $2, $3 a share if I buy thousands of like a small dollar stock. But the majority of my trades are anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 per trade usually, and I'm spending $1 commission per trade. So since I have all of the time in the world after the market closes because I live on Maui, I am able to take all of these positions, and my methodology, the back testing of this methodology and the real-time trading of the methodology that I currently employ has proven to, while my account doesn't grow as fast as it used to, it has destroyed the drawdowns. I do not have any drawdowns anymore because I cut my losses so fast on all the stocks that don't work, and the stocks that do work, they return anywhere from 4 to 5 times the usual returns that the losses are producing. And so that's a consistent theme with all of these new long signals. None of them are great. How do you know that I like a stock more than another? Well, obviously, if a stock looks like Kala, this is really something I like, but do you see that red bop in there? So I probably don't like that chart as much as I'm going to like something like EVBG. But do you notice how EVBG isn't like loaded with as much green bop as INAP? But INAP has those open body bars, and so does EVBG. See all the open candle body bars in the price pattern? See the big tall accumulation bars? So the more big tall accumulation green volume bars you see, the more green bop you see with no red bop, and the more of these open body bars you see, the more I like a stock. So if you cover up the entire left side of this chart from May back here and just look at this little action right here, this is what I want to see. Do you see all of these big tall green bars jumping out with no red bars jumping out? Do you see all of this max and heavy high, whatever you want to call it, green bop, along with all of these open body candle price patterns, which tells me the stock opened lower, closed higher, and all the bullish wicks? This is what I want to see. So do you see this previous uptrend here? It's so strong with so many open bodies bar, and the green bop is great, but what's missing? All the huge accumulation and all the pocket pivot point signals to tell you to enter first off, but that's because it was a gap up and then run. So hill right here though, if you see this with this with this, but in the entire chart, you'll know that I love something. So EVBG is something that I really like. INAP is something I really like. And Kala, if you could get rid of this red bop here, something I really like. But all of them have flaws. Fundamentally, they're not all the best. So keep that in mind as we go through all these. LNTH, right off its 50-day moving average. Want to get long, 1565. First cut loss level right here, 1475. Next cut loss level is right there, 1460. You could use back to here even, where is my pointer? Right there, 1455 even if you want. If it goes below this gap low, you'll know LNTH is no good. And look at how much the stock moved from before. Just from just picking random spots, that's a 700% move. Let's say it can do even a move that's similar to here. That's a 51% move. That's over a 10-to-1 reward risk ratio. Guys, I'm taking that every day, and that's going to be the constant thing with all of these. WLDN, look at this previous uptrend. That's what I'm looking for again off this move here. Potential triple bottom support. The old saying is triple bottom never is. But look at the BOP surge and volume surge and price pattern. Want to get long, 29.58. First cut loss, 28.11. Final cut loss right there, 27.50. I risk nothing for potential measured move. Let's just go randomly on this chart of 200%. I'll take these trades any day, even knowing that they all could fail. EGOV, look at the pocket pivot point signal, the BOP confirmation with the volume surge right off double bottom support. This thing should at least be able to test the 200-day moving average, and I expect it to fill the gap and make it all the way up to 2017 highs, and potentially the goal is to break out to new highs. I don't know if it'll work out, but we'll see. FOXF, by the way, on EGOV, $20 long, 1945 first cut loss level, and then the low is right there, 1935. Once again, I risk nothing if I'm wrong. FOXF, same thing. BOP surge, volume surge, bounce off the 50-day moving average. Want to get long, 32.70. First cut loss right there, 31.70. Next cut loss right here, 31. It moves below that, I'm completely out. Look at the previous measured move on FOXF. If I just pick anywhere, we're looking at a 100% move with basically 2-3% risk at most. Let's say that it fills this gap into some weird price action. 8% for a possible potential 100% move, even if we cut that in half. 50% move potential to an 8% inherent risk. I'm going to take these trades all day long, Russell reconstitution or not. VBTX, same thing, right here off a strong support, huge volume surge, huge BOP surge. It has that green BOP I was telling you about. The wicks kind of tell you that this is a thin stock. Nice volume accumulation, but once again, look at this previous uptrend move right here, 110%. What do I risk if I'm wrong? 5% again? 20-to-1 reward risk ratio? Even if the odds are less than 50% that I'm right or wrong on these stocks, the ones that work should be able to destroy the losses I take and the ones that don't. But I don't know which ones will not work or not. The next one I'm showing you is one of my favorite ones this weekend, EVBG. Love the BOP surge, love the volume surge, love the price move, the open body bar with 50-day moving average. Love this, love the accumulation bars, but I wish it had more green BOP. I love that it doesn't have any red, but I wish it had more green BOP. Then there's QTNA, excellent IPO. Look at this volume surge, huge. Look at the BOP surge. Look at the price pattern, beautiful. First cut loss level, second cut loss level even, third cut loss level. If it goes below here, 1879, you know it fails, but I want to get long at 2083, 2021 cut loss, 1930, final cut loss or 1879 final cut loss. Keep skipping this part. By the way, with EVBG, want to get long 24.99, the high of the day, first cut loss 24.31, final cut loss right here 23.35. Look at the previous measured move, once again, near 100%. Once again, what do we risk? Let's say if all hell breaks loose, 8%. Jesus Christ. These are the kind of reward risk ratios I take any day. I pretend like I live on an island. Haha, I do, Maui, like a real island. But all I have are these charts. I don't know that it was a Russell reconstitution day on Friday. I just see this chart pattern, so I take it. That's how I operate. HIL, beautiful. Now, I have affinity to this stock. I suggest you go look at my past big winners. Type in either IHL or type in either HIL or type in HILL and go look at what HIL in 2003 did for me. This is not the same stock, but that ticker symbol, I remember it from 14 years ago. Go look at what the pattern looked like at the start of the move and look at the percent return. I guarantee that doesn't happen here, sadly, but still, I love the setup. I want to get long 490, first cut loss right here, 470. Final cut loss all the way down here for me, 445, where the green BOP ends. I don't plan on it going there before I cut it all. And then CJ. Yes, CJ. I'm going back in. I want to get long, 30.25. First cut loss, 29.17. Final cut loss, I'll be using this low a day, 27.97. But if at first you don't succeed, try again. We'll see if I have to try again. But for now, once again, I'm expecting this thing to move all the way back into the 40s. We'll see if it happens, and if not, keep going. If not, once again, cut my loss. No big deal. Then the speculative names, H&H. Love this pattern. It's kind of a thin stock, so I got to play it accordingly. Want to get long at 28.90. Cutting losses at 27.95, 27.81, and then you could use all the way back here to 27.50 even if you want. I'll be using 27.50 and 27.80 more than likely. And then my two overall favorite patterns. So EVBG is my favorite pattern because it's the highest quality with the best overall technical pattern out of all the stocks this evening. But INAP overall has a more bullish looking chart pattern. EVBG is only nicer for me because it's a $24 stock with the bounce right off the 50-day moving average following basically, even though this day wasn't orderly here, orderly action at the 50-day moving average. INAP the day before tried to crack its 50-day moving average, did get support, but you can see the price action leading into Friday's move a bit more erratic, but still overall good move. Big bop surge. Love that it surged back to max green bop. Huge volume surge. Pocket pivot point signal right off the 50-day moving average. Beautiful previous measured move uptrend. That's amazing. If that can do that again, if it even can do it from here to here, look at what we're looking at. We're looking at a 100% move, and we're only going to be risking anywhere from 3 to 5%. I want to give myself some deep stop levels on this. So INAP getting long 341, first cut loss 321, final cut loss is 298. I think that's right here. Nope, all the way back here. I'm giving it all the way to the April lows because I love this, not love, but I really like this previous uptrend a lot. Like I said, EVBG favorite tonight. Doesn't mean I love it. Does it have max green bop the entire bottom part of this chart? Does it have tall green bop volume bars in the entire middle and green like open body bars everywhere? No. But still, it's really good. Now, if it had HIL's action, this entire chart pattern EVBG, I would love it. But INAP, probably my favorite speculative name overall. And then there's Kala. Kala I like a lot. I wish we could get rid of this red bop here and turn it just yellow. If we could, I would probably like Kala more than INAP because Kala is a biotech stock. Biotechs are hot. Pocket pivot point signal on the 50-day moving average. Nice volume surge. Bop even moved up to max green bop. Want to get long 1535 limit order. 1537 is the high of the day, but it's a 5-center stock. First cut loss 14. Final cut loss 13.15. I was thinking that you could even use back here 12.55 if you really want to, but me, I won't be using that first stop. I'll probably just have the 13.15 on the book. If this is just because of Russell reconstitution, Kala, INAP, EVBG, Hill, you know, why is it H&H, CJ, QTNA, BBTX, FoxF, eGov, WLDN, LNTH, they all might fail. I just find that hard to believe. Some say that that move on Friday was due to the Russell reconstitution only. Do they realize that we could have closed red? We could have closed at the low of the day. We could have had nothing but breakdown signals and no long signals produced. So even if it was due to Russell reconstitution, a signal is a signal is a signal. I'm taking them all. I'm splitting up my asset allocation the same into all of these positions. All of these stocks are getting 1% of my account capital apiece. I know I listed percentages on the new longs position page, but because Friday was the way that it was with the Russell Constitution, I have to treat all signals as equal. And even if I like EVBG, INAP, and Kala more than the rest, those could just as well as be fake signals as all the others. So I'm going to treat them all the same. So 1% in each. Sorry for the long video, but it's necessary with this many long positions. I didn't even go over the ad signals. Good luck on Monday, everyone.